I actually beat Minecraft Hardcore when I'm super tiny, only have 5 hearts, and can barely even jump. Because as you can see, I can't even jump up a single block. So the only way to actually move around is by using slabs or ladders. So I decided to load up a brand new Minecraft world. This is actually my 4th attempt, because the other 3 attempts went pretty badly. I ended up dying to various reasons. This challenge is actually extremely difficult, because, like I said earlier, I can't jump, but I also only have 5 hearts. How I was able to make this challenge possible was by using commands, specifically the / attribute. It allows you to change specific things about your character, like your height, your jump height, and your health. As you can see, that is what I'm doing on screen now. I decided to chop down my first tree, because I need to be able to get wood so I can get slabs and ladders. This whole section right here is a perfect example of how hard it is to move around in this world. I even end up falling there. I finally do end up finding the ruined portal chest, and I thought it was really funny that all 3 of the tools I found had Curse of Vanishing. No other enchantments, just Curse of Vanishing. I feel like that's probably pretty rare, but I could be wrong. So I went to this nearby village to mine for hay bales. The hay bales were great for bread, and I needed a ton of bread for food. And now you can see that I am killing an iron golem to get iron. I end up getting 5 iron, which is actually pretty cool, because that's the max amount of iron you can get from an iron golem. So I decided to make a pickaxe and a shield. And after that, I immediately hit the mines to go mine for iron. This is actually my first encounter with any mobs in the run, because as you can see I got the Monster Hunter achievement there. And 2 creepers also end up coming out. Oh wait, no, there's actually 3. I've gotten all the iron I need for tools and armor, so I'm heading straight down into the deep caves in hope of finding diamonds. I I think it's pretty crazy that skeletons actually cannot shoot me when I'm at their feet, but when I am above them or below them, they absolutely can, and that's what happened there. I thought the skeleton couldn't shoot me, so I was just like, oh, it's completely fine if I just stay up there and stand on the edge. I was completely wrong. Anyways, there's me finding my first diamonds. After looting that cave, I still needed a bit more diamonds, so that's why I started to create a strip mine here, in hopes of finding more diamonds so I could get the helmet and boots that I wanted. I don't know if you've seen this yet, but I think it's pretty crazy that I can actually X-ray through blocks because of how small I am. So now I'm literally just grabbing obsidian so I can make an enchantment table. So I just got some basic enchantments on my tools and armor just to start things off, because I didn't have enough bookshelves for a level 30 enchantment, let alone I did not even have close to enough levels. So I just decided to do level 1 for now. It's better than nothing. I think it's pretty funny that I'm so small that I can fit under a bed. So now, I chose that it was time to start trading with villagers in hopes of getting Protection 4. I actually got it pretty quickly for not a great price, but I chose to keep it because I didn't know how long it would take. And to get emeralds, I am chopping down trees so I can get sticks to trade with Fletchers. The best way to chop down trees was actually by using ladders to climb up the tree and chopping it down from the bottom. So I actually ended up finding this random igloo, so I looted it. But it is now time to trade my sticks in for emeralds. And now I am purchasing Protection 4. And when I was chopping down trees, I actually ended up finding a pillager outpost. And this was actually great for the run, because I was going to end up needing one later, and I didn't know how hard it would be to find it, because I've had a few times where it's taken me forever to find a pillager outpost. But anyways, there's me getting all the Protection 4, so now I have full Protection 4 diamond armor. I immediately headed out to that pillager outpost so I could kill some raid captains. This way I could get the ominous bottles for my raid farm later on. And crazy enough, there was a second pillager outpost not far away. So now I am building a raid farm. This farm design is actually by Mysticat, and the farm design works great and it's super easy to build. Just make sure there's not a ton of caves nearby, because if there is, it doesn't work very well, as you'll see up ahead. It's also super annoying that whenever you're in a boat, you can't even see above the boat because of how tiny I am. Because what I'm doing right now is I'm moving a villager into the raid farm. So now I have actually gotten the villager to the hole in the ground I need to get it into. This is because for a raid farm to work, you need to have a village, which one villager in a bed actually counts as a village so that the raid will spawn. So there's me finishing building the killing chamber with all the chests. And there's me building the Ravager killer. So now I started my first raid. There's a pillager that spawned in a cave because I was being an idiot and I built the raid farm way too close to a ton of caves. Luckily, I was able to find that one by using the X-ray glitch. But this one on this wave, I never was actually able to find that one, so I had to just start a new raid, unfortunately. So there's me getting my first totem, and just shortly after that, there's my second totem. And then, like, not long after that, I almost end up actually using a totem due to a bunch of Vexes. I hate Vexes, they're actually so annoying. And you can see I'm wearing Protection 4 Diamond Armor, and they're doing that much damage. I tried to go back down to kill the Evoker, that was a really stupid idea, because I actually end up getting down to half a heart here. By like a miracle or something, I actually didn't even use a totem on that. So now I completed a bunch more raids that I didn't show on this video, but there's me getting like 7 totems, I think. Maybe 6. So now I built my nether portal and lit it, and it was time to head to the nether for, of course, blaze rods. So I spawned in, and I'm going to show a bit of me just exploring in the nether. Somehow that ghast didn't end up noticing me, which is pretty nice, actually. A lot of them up ahead do end up seeing me, though. Valley is nearly impossible to traverse because I actually sink partially into the block. Sometimes I can't even see and I cannot walk up slabs, so it was almost impossible to move in this biome, so I avoided it for the most part. The best thing I could actually do in this biome was by using ladders. I could actually get up the blocks, but right here what I'm doing is I'm just placing blocks on top of the soul sand so that I can put down the slab so I can actually walk up. And there's me finding my first bastion. Keyword, first. And right after that, well, not right, but shortly after that, I end up falling into lava because I was being a complete idiot. I was just not paying attention. This reminds me of another clip from a previous one. But anyways, I'll show that later. I do end up surviving without even having to use a totem, so everything was fine. This is that clip from a previous run, by the way. Yeah, I kind of just fell off of a high place and died because I wasn't paying attention. Shortly after that, I end up finding another bastion, but trust me, this is not the last one, because there's my third bastion right there, and very shortly after that, my fourth. And at this point, I was thinking, there is absolutely no way I'm going to find a fifth. Oh. Well, I did end up finding a fifth. So I sit here for a while thinking, there is absolutely no way this is happening. This is so unlikely. Well, I just found a sixth bastion, by the way. Finally, I do end up finding the freaking nether fortress, so I can now actually get blaze rods. I genuinely do not understand how bad my luck is. It's actually just awful. Like, why do I even play this game? Anyways, there's gonna be no more bad luck in the rest of the run. Yeah, totally. So there's the blaze spawner, and now I'm gonna do a short, like, time lapse of me just killing blazes. And after I got all my blaze rods, I decided to begin heading back to my nether portal. And the game literally decided to taunt me by finding not one, not two, but 3 whole nether fortresses on the way back home. One which was only 200 blocks away. Yeah, this game is actually against me. So I decided to trade with villagers to get ender pearls. My first trade is super unlucky and I don't end up getting it, but I end up finding this village. And while I was here, I was thinking, you know, I might as well get some food because I'm running low on bread. This village did not have a single hay bale, but luckily there was another one nearby that ended up having a ton, so it was perfectly fine. And I do end up actually getting the ender pearl trade second try, so that's nice. So here's me trading for ender pearls. I decided to get 16, even though I was like, that would be overkill. Let me tell you, it was not, because my luck is actually terrible. So I throw the Eye of Ender, and I begin heading to the stronghold. And I am not joking when I say this, my luck is so bad, I had 3 Eyes of Ender actually break in a row. And I'm going to show that here. It's actually a 25% chance of the eye breaking, a 75% chance of it not, and I had 3 25% chances happen in a row. My luck is actually just sad at this point. So I do end up quickly finding the stronghold, and crazy enough, the end portal room is right there. I didn't even have to use the X-ray glitch to find it. I feel like that's the first actually decent luck of the run. And I'm sorry guys, this was completely my fault. I forgot to record me breaking the towers. So anyways, here's a just extra like spare world of me of showing how I did actually break the towers. What I did is I would ladder up to the top of the pillar, bridge out, and then I would use my crossbow to shoot down the tower. And for the cage towers, I would bridge over and shoot them, and then any of the other towers, I would just shoot them or ladder up. And during the process of this, I did end up actually losing a totem on the actual run. Luckily, I did remember to start recording during the actual dragon fight, so here is the dragon fight. The dragon actually just could not hit me because of how short I am, so that's pretty cool. So there you go, that is Minecraft beaten in tiny hardcore with only 5 hearts where I can barely even jump. This challenge was an absolute pain. I am never doing this again. And here's a statistics menu that shows that I did not die. And at some point I will be uploading the full form video on my extras channel if you want to watch that. And if you're curious about it, the channel is Fireball Extras. I will have it linked in the comment section. Bye!